All
Carlos
right.
Nelson with Cascade Sports, and tonight we have a coach and that I've known since he was in high school when he won the state championship in high school here in Missouri. Uh, Coach Nelson, and he's out in California now, and he's the head coach of one of the girls' schools out there. And this is his first season as hey, coach. Is this your first season as head coach?
Yeah, this is my first season as the head coach over
All
at
right.
Monte Vista.
Uh, Without further ado, uh, let's give the ball to Coach Zach Nelson. Hey, Coach, talk to our audience. Tell them a little bit about who you are, uh, where you come from, how long you've been coaching, and then we're gonna go into your team.
Cool. I'm Coach Nelson. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. I grew up playing basketball since day one. Was fortunate to get a state championship out in the great state of Missouri for Rockhurst High School. And then, after I got playing some college ball, I went back to Rockhurst High School as an assistant coach for 4 years. And then it was time for me to move on and continue my coaching journey. And that led me to Sacramento, California for 2 years. And then now I am here at Monte Vista for my first head coaching job over here in Santa Cruz County, and been very blessed and fortunate to work with these young ladies this season.
All right, Coach. Who's up first on the docket?
We can start with our senior, Rhazelle, in the middle or middle of my screen.
All right. How about
Okay,
introducing yourself?
I got you. So I'm Rhazelle Gonzales, and I'm from Santa Cruz, California. And as my coach said, I'm a senior here at Monte Vista. I've been here for 4 years, big year, but I started playing ball really early. I'd say first grade. We were playing out in the playground up on the blacktop and kind of just, letting the kids play. So kind of just playing willy-nilly. But then I started playing competitive around fourth grade. So that started my club career and then moved on to middle school career. But now I'm playing my third year of high school basketball. Unfortunately, due to COVID, I wasn't able to play my freshman year, but I'm looking to make it up this year and hopefully, get a league title or something like that. But I serve as the point guard for this team. And my play style, I guess, I'm a slasher. I'd say I'm a slasher. I'd also say that I make it up on the defensive side too. But yeah.
All right. All right. So let's go let's wind back a little bit. You didn't play during COVID. What was your season like last year?
Last year, my junior year, we had a different coach, Coach Munchinsky, but we had a relatively different type of squad. We had a lot of seniors who left this year, so our squad looked really different. But
No, I'm saying your game.
um, oh, my game. Uh, I would say that it's a really big difference compared to this year. I would say that I'm getting a lot more time, definitely. So stats are very, very different. I would say that last year wasn't my best year. I would say for myself, just in with confidence. But I think over time, like I've kind of found myself on the court, and now that it's my last year here, now that I know like who I am and what my responsibilities are, and now that these girls look at me as like a leader, I guess I find confidence in that. So I've been playing a lot better. So I would say it's pretty different.
On a 1 to 10 basis, what kind of handles do you have?
I would give it a 8.5 maybe.
All right.
Going right.
No, that's why I love when I have coach on, because some of these people be living in fantasy. So, uh, where do you like to operate from on the court?
Like position wise
Yeah, where
or
do you like to? Well, I'm old school and I'm just getting into girls basketball and women's basketball, but Dr. J used to make house calls from the top of the key. Where do you
Oh,
like to
for sure.
operate from when
Yeah,
ideal situations?
for sure, for sure. So, well, running point, I like to call plays, um, bring it up on the court. I don't like to walk it on, like walk onto the other side of the half. I kind of like speed up game, so I'm kind of just calling out the plays like, someone's inbounding it to me. I catch the ball, turn and face, kind of just jog all the way over there and call the play right away, just so everyone is on the same page. So I'd say like pretty early on to just take control. And sometimes coach will have something to say, like he wants a specific play. So I'll look to him first, and then if he doesn't have anything, I'll read the court and see what we could run.
On a 1 to 10, what kind of shape are you in?
Ooh, great
Ooh,
question.
so like fit wise, like I'd say I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8.
All
Yeah, she
right.
can't play a whole game yet.
Uh,
That's not fair. That's not fair. You haven't seen me play a full game yet.
Tell me this. On defense, do you play defense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
she's averaging 3 steals a game.
All right. That was the question why I was talking about shape, because I know
Hmm.
we got a lot of shooters, a lot of offense, but to play the full game, you got to be in shape because you got to hustle just as hard on that D. All right, with Cascade Sports being home of the student athlete, how important is your education?
I would say my education comes first. I mean, I
What's your
pride myself.
GPA?
My my GPA weighted is a 4.2 and unweighted is a 3.9. So I
Man,
would say that it's really important to me. And
you shooting from
going
half
into college
court, honey.
now.
Yeah, you
Yeah, for
heavyweight,
sure.
real.
I mean, that's my parents have always told me, like they've always wanted me to get a quality education, but they also want me to do something that makes me happy. So they've always been supportive academics wise and on the court. But I would say that academics is really important to me because I really have big ambitions for college, and that comes with like things I want to major in. So like I want to go into the engineering field. So, just being on top of my studies, um, looking to my future, it just motivates me. And I know that things don't come as easily to everyone. So I just want to take advantage of what a privilege I have from my parents. And I just want to live up to what they want me to be and what I want to be too. So
All right, I got
academics is a
two
big
more
thing
questions for you. We're
for
going
sure.
to get this done kind of quick. Uh, because you've played for other coaches, how have you been able to buy into Coach Nelson's game plan versus what you have been working with previously, the coaches?
We met Coach Nelson earlier on, like while he was being interviewed for our school, and he kind of gave us a rundown of what his envisions were for our team and what his program would be. So he pretty much gave us the rundown, and it pretty much ticked all of our boxes, what we wanted in a coach. And, I'd say he's a pretty funny guy. He really wanted to get to know us too, like personally. So I think just having that personal connection first really helped with having chemistry on the court with him.
All right. The other last thing is, what would you tell a young freshman uh, right now, with you getting ready to walk out the door, uh, how they should behave and if they want to go to that next level?
I would say I would say three things. First thing is leave it out all on the court, show your effort because coaches really want to see that. It's really important to coaches. Another thing is be composed on the court and kind of just show that you can take control of how you play and take control of your fellow teammates. And another thing is um, value humbleness. And I think that just helps you on the court and off the court because it kind of just, I don't know, I feel like humbleness is a very valuable thing. And I think that's very admirable in many athletes. So,
Excellent. You shouting out?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
See. I got you. I want Sophia Cortes up on the mic.
All right. That's what's up. Hey, Coach, who's next
Yep.
up on the foul line?
She said Sophia Cortes, so we'll go there next.
All right. Miss Cortez, you already know what the drill is, so get into it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sophia Cortes, and I'm a junior. And I think I've been playing since like third grade. So, I mean, I've grown up around basketball like my whole life. My parents were both basketball players in college or high school, and then some in college. And then my older sister actually is Angelina, and she's been playing her whole life. And then my other sister, Marissa. So, growing up around basketball has really made me improve as a player, I would say. Just them always being super hard on me definitely helped develop me into a stronger player I am today.
So let's talk about your skill set. On a 1 to 10, what you looking like with your handles?
Okay, so I'm more of a shooting guard, and I do play point guard whenever it's needed. But I would say for my handles, like a 6.5.
Now you know you're around a 5, not even a 5.5, and you lucky coach is not interrupting. But that's the vibe. What do you consider the best part of your game?
I would say I'm a better shooter than anything else. I definitely try to drive and take it to the hoop a lot more. But yeah, I think I really was like a more of a driver when I was like I was a freshman or a sophomore. So I'm trying to like implement that also in my game this year too, and not just shooting and just be a all around player.
So you say you going hard in the paint?
Yes. I'm trying
I
to
was
do more
wondering
this
whether
year,
you was tiptoeing through the tulips. Don't look like you have a whole lot of height. You want to mix it up with them big girls on the inside. Would you consider your game rough and ready or silky smooth?
I would say that I'm a more aggressive player because like on defense, I'm always looking for blocks or steals and also just like helping my teammates out. So yeah, I would say I'm more of like a aggressive, rougher player.
Do you start?
Oh yes, I do.
What, you got comatose? Brain lock. I like that. Tell our audience about the first time you got to start on varsity, not just with this coach in general. I like the audience to know what that feels like. I always ask the athletes that.
Yeah. So my freshman year, I was on varsity and I got the privilege to start because I feel that I really tried to prove to my coach that I do belong on the starting five and that I will work hard. I'll give 100% as long as I'm in. And also on the bench, like even if I'm on the bench, I will always support my teammates no matter how well I'm doing or if I'm not having the best game. But yeah, I would just say that.
All right. Uh, with Cascade Sports being home to the student athlete, how do you feel about your education?
Yeah, I think that, like Rhazelle said, it comes first over everything, over basketball at least. And my weighted GPA, I believe, is a 4.1 right now. But yeah, I really take it seriously, and I definitely try to be balanced. And although I love basketball, I also need to do well in school so I can go into a good college and then get a good job overall. So yeah, I really value education.
So what have you set any goals for you to achieve in your athletic career for this year?
Yeah, I would say just to send the seniors off, Rhazelle and Kayla, on a good note and win league first, and then hopefully go to CCS, and then which leads to state. So I would really hope that we would get that done this year for them because recent years haven't been the greatest, but I really feel confident with this team and our new coach, Coach Nelson. So I think we can do great things.
Tell me this, how many games have you played this season already? I forgot about all of that.
We're at
Do you
11.
Yeah.
We're at 11.
Run down your play in each one of them games with the quick step. I got to ask your sister also. What was your play? Go ahead and run it down.
I would say that for me, I wasn't the most consistent throughout all the games, but when I was hitting shots, I got like 20 in one game, and then the other times I was like hitting threes. So it's more like inconsistent for me because there's some times where I do better on the defensive end, and help my teammates out that way, and then other people would make up for those points, or I was a top scorer in like each game. So it really just depends, but yeah.
On a 1 to 10, how do you feel that you played or up to now?
I would say just for giving my full effort, like on the court always, I would say like a 9 because I know I can definitely always improve. But I'm always
giving you
giving
an
my
8 and I didn't even see you. I'm giving you, I think you probably had about a 7.5 to an 8. Your sister, I didn't ask you that, but run that down because you the big time senior. What was your effort to on a 1 to 10?
Oh, Rhazelle.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Throughout the games, like our 11 games, I would give it a 7.5, just because I would have relate with Soph in the sense where sometimes I'd be the top scorer, sometimes I'd have to make it up on the defensive side if I'm not racking up the points I should be, or at least I should be like making it up in another place, like assists and stuff like that. So I would say if I struggle in one aspect, I try to make it up in another aspect. So there's always room for improvement. So I'd agree.
All right, so you were the 7. Your sister, you shouting out.
Who you shouting out?
Oh, I'll shout out Sam.
Okay. All right. Hey, girls. Now let me tell you this. This is beneficial to my audience, but I think it's even more beneficial to the coach because the coach can see whether you living realistically about your play. When you give me these numbers, and he might say, if she thinks she's on an 8 and she's on a 4, I got a lot of work to do with her in her mind. All right, who we got up next, Coach?
Let's go, Kayla. We'll say Sam for last. Sam's the young one.
All right. Now you know the drill, so get busy.
Yeah, so my name's Kayla, and I'm a senior here at Monte Vista. This will be my 4th year playing at Monte Vista, and then overall my 7th year. And I started in 5th grade, and it's kind of like my dad got me into the sport because he played it in high school, and he actually coached me for a year. So that was pretty rad.
Tell our audience what your dad's name. I tell the players, they be saying my dad or my mom. My people nosy. What's his name so they know who he is?
Yeah, so his name's Matt Rader.
All right.
Matt Rader.
On a 1 to 10, what you working with your handles?
My handles are probably around a 4. Yeah.
That's accurate.
So,
She plays the 5 and the 3 for us, so
Yeah.
oh,
Shane has to handle it too much.
tell me this: Do you are you rough and ready, or are you silky smooth up under them boards?
Oh yeah, definitely rough and ready. You know, I play very, very aggressive. I like to go down and dirty on the floor, wrestling
Oh,
for the
I
jump
like
balls, you
that.
know?
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Do you feel that you gelling with your teammates?
My gelling, like,
Oh, are
Gelling,
you gelling?
gelling, like you know how Jello be liquid and then things come together.
oh yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think we have a good squad and we're all like pretty chill. We like each other, playing well. We have good chemistry too, I'd say.
All right, good. You know, I asked one of your teammates this, but since you've been there all 4 years, how were you able to adjust from one coaching philosophy, the coaches that coached you before Coach Nelson, to buying into his program? Talk about that.
I'd say overall, all three of the coaches kind of had very similar like core values and overall core play. Overall, like everyone has their own style, but I think Coach Nelson really brought to the table what we were lacking. So he kind of focused on our weaknesses and made them strong, which was really beneficial because we kind of had our basics like outline thing, but then what he added was exactly what we needed.
Run down your 4 years of play there at school, from freshman to now, and then I want you to tell about your experience when that first varsity start, whenever it came. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So my freshman year was really interesting because of COVID. We had a condensed season in the spring, and I ended up playing varsity and JV that year. So I swung and played with both teams. And then sophomore year, just played on the varsity team, same with junior and senior. And then
But how was your play?
my play?
Yeah, your play, not the team's play. This is your interview.
Yeah. So my best year was probably last year. I had pretty solid offense and defensive game for the most part throughout the season. Yeah, especially last year, I had some like double doubles for rebounds and points throughout the season. This year, I've been feeling like I've been doing better defensively, but not as good offensively. And then my sophomore year was like, it was kind of like not the best, but it was okay.
What did you learn?
Each year I've just been learning more how to like read the basketball court, like read the plays. And then most recently is I've been like working on defending like more of a ball handler or a shooter, just like staying on my toes and being ready for whatever they throw at you.
On the offense, what is the best way you like to operate from?
Yeah, so I'm a big, so I normally am playing inside the paint. A lot of my points come from like second chances, grabbing the rebound and putting it back up. I do like to hit a little jumper at the top of the elbow though sometimes. So yeah.
What do you consider the best part of your game?
The best part is probably my rebounding and defense, just because I go for the ball no matter what it takes. Also, I can, no matter how big the girl is, I'll post up on her or guard her. I'm done for that.
You know what? You beat me to my next question with you. I was going to ask you, does those larger girls intimidate you? But you answered
Not at
that
all.
already. I post up on them. All right. With Cascade Sports being home of the student athlete, how important is your education?
Yeah, for me, it's very important because like as much as I love basketball, I know it's not always going to be there, and I know that my education is important for me, so that I'm able to do other things with my life later on. Yeah, I think my weighted GPA is a 4.1, and then unweighted it's like a 3.8.
Hey, Coach Nelson, see, in my day, I came out of high school in the 60s. They were known as eggheads on these high GPAs. Yeah. Are you shouting out?
Got anyone to shout out?
Sam Bertoldi.
Oh, Sam. They're just shouting out each other.
Yeah, I know. Before she gets off, have you made any goals for yourself for this season to achieve athletically?
Yeah, we're gonna win our league, and then we're gonna go
No,
to
you
CCS.
set for yourself, not the team.
Oh, I want to get some more like double doubles, and then just like I'll hit some threes.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'd be good.
Hey, coach, who's next up on the foul line?
We'll save the youngest one. So we got Sam, our sophomore.
All right. Hey, Sam, you
Hi.
already know what the deal is, so run it on down.
Okay, so my name is Samantha Bertoldi. I'm a sophomore here at Monte Vista. I've been playing basketball like competitively since like fifth grade. But it's always been in like my life and around my family. My dad like would always buy a hoop, or like we always had little basketball hoops up on our doors, and I've just always kind of been around the sport. We would go to Warriors games a lot, and it was just really fun. I got to play in sixth grade and eighth grade for middle school. Seventh grade, unfortunately, was cut due to COVID, but yeah, now we're here at Monte Vista, and it's my second year playing.
Was you a gym rat?
A little bit. I mean, I love working out, and then I like running. Like I run cross country. So
Right, so you a dual athlete?
Sam, tell
yeah.
them everything that you're involved in because you're the most.
So I've kind of grown up and I've done like every sport, but at school I do cheer and cross country in the fall, basketball during the winter, and then softball during the spring.
Oh, that's tremendous. They have holiday. Listen, the older athletes. When I say older, I'm saying go back to the 30s. Women athletes. There was one or two of them that did all of that professionally, and that's major. I think I was telling Coach Cascade Sports. For the next 3 years, we're going to be really focusing on women's sports, period. Soccer, basketball, and because you women are really making a difference, and you already know the stadiums are filling up with the basketball players for sure. So, what's your ambition?
Um, I'm not totally sure yet. Like I thought I really had it all figured out like when I was younger. I was a competitive dancer on top of all that. And I was like, yeah, like I want to go do Broadway shows, do all that kind of stuff. But recently, like this past year, I decided to give that up so I could focus more on like sports, like mainly basketball and softball. I could like turn my attention more to that. So everything's kind of like shifted, and I'm still trying to figure out like where I want to go from here.
What are your measurements? How tall are you?
I'm like 5'10" ish, 5'9", 5'10".
What position you play?
I'm a shooting guard mostly. I kind of like I float around like sometimes I'll play in the paint like Kayla. Sometimes I'll be up top helping out Rhazelle, but mainly I play like a shooting guard.
Do you like to shoot?
I do. We're working on trying to like fix my shot a little bit because it's kind of it's inconsistent. So we're working on it. Coach Nelson has like really helped me out. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. It's gotten a lot better.
What's
and
your
more
handles
consistent.
like? 1 to 10.
They're not. They're they're not the greatest. I give them like
higher,
a 4,
or
a 3 or 4.
Some shooters catch and shoot, score 20 points, can't dribble a lick.
Yeah,
handles aren't really my thing.
But I think they're gonna have to be your thing if you play for Nelson for the next 2 years, and you're gonna have to learn
Yeah.
how to use that left hand if you haven't already.
Yeah, he's really been one of the things that I just love about Coach Nelson is he constantly pushes us to try new things, and then like what we've felt comfortable doing for a while, he helps us like take it to the next level and like drive us out of our comfort zone to like help us constantly improve. It's really helpful, and yeah.
How do you feel about how you've played this season thus far?
So I feel like towards the first couple games, I was really kind of scoring a lot. I think I had a double-double with like points and rebounds. But I think I've kind of been focusing more on like my defense and trying to play more aggressive. Because when I was really young, I was just like defense, like I was everywhere. I was like the most aggressive player out there. And I kind of lost that a little bit. So I've been trying to get it back. With that being said, I feel like I've lost sight of like trying to shoot the ball and all that. So that's another thing that coach has been telling me I need to work on more is like just take my opportunities with shooting. So I need to get the balance of both back.
Well, I think you said that coach was helping. Once you get your form, the only thing that you have to do really is practice and practice and practice. And
Yes.
that's for shooters. That's not just with the team. That's outside of that. Would you like to shout out?
I'd like to shout out to my dad, Robert Bertoldi. He is always just like he does everything he can to like help me improve. Like every opportunity that I can take, he's always like there supporting me and cheering me on. He just wants
That's
the
what's
best for
up.
me, and I
Shout
really
out
appreciate
from the
it.
baby girl. Well, it was a plum pleasing pleasure having you girls on the show tonight. So, Coach, what's up next for your team?
We got a game today in about a couple hours against Carmel out of Monterey or Carmel, California. And that's our first league game. So we get to, start working on our goal as a team and winning league. So today is kind of our first test and see if we can check off one win for us in that category.
We hope that we can get another interview with y'all towards the end of the season. I'll have this interview up in the next 2 hours on all our networks worldwide. But Coach, you've got to text me everybody's name.
Do you want to talk to my assistant? I have my assistant on
Yeah,
here.
well, whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, we got one more if you want to. That's my assistant at the wave bottom, Angelina, and then
All
we can
right.
call it good.
That's fine. Run it down.
Angelina, you're trying to speak.
All right. Hi, I'm Angelina Cortes. This is my first year coaching, but I've played basketball pretty much my whole life. I started playing when I was in third grade. And then I played 2 years in college, but I actually attended Monte Vista and played on varsity for 4 years. So it's been fun to come back and help out. And then I moved on to play college basketball at Cal State Monterey Bay. I played for 2 years, but my first year was cut. We didn't have a season because of COVID. So yeah, I was able to play more years and then, yeah, come back and help.
Angeline, let me tell you this. I lost track of who was on, and I looked at your picture and I said, man, that girl can't be in high school.
No.
I'm like, they got women in high school now. So, hey, talk about your since you went to Monte Vista, the transition once you went to college and played college. How difficult was that for you?
It was definitely a lot different jumping from just kind of a smaller school like this and going to play Division II basketball. It was a huge jump. I really had to work on my game, improve not only my shooting, but also my ball handling and just getting stronger physically. You don't play against girls that are like this in high school. So I definitely had to fix pretty much every part of my game. I had to get faster. Had to build muscle and everything like that. So it was definitely a big jump, but I was able to do it.
Do you feel that you've been able to transfer that knowledge to these girls here? And
definitely.
Do you feel, if you have they accepted the knowledge?
I think that they have. I'm pretty close with all of them. Just for my sister, Sophia. But yeah, I definitely have knowledge of what it's like not only to play here, but how to get past and play at the next level. So I try to kind of give them small bits and pieces during practice or during a game that might encourage them.
And don't eat no cheese right now. How do you feel working with Coach Zach Nelson has been for you?
Oh yeah, it's been great. Like I said, this is my first year coaching. So he's really taken me like under his wing and is helping me improve not only as a coach, but as a person too. So it's been great learning because he knows a lot about the game. So just learning from him has been great.
All right. It was a plum pleasing pleasure having you on the show. And hey, girls, go get a win tonight. Coach, do you have anything you'd like to say in closing?
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Carlos, and I hope that we can get that dub for you just for tonight, and we can have that good conversation at the end of the season that we did everything we were supposed to do.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.